Long ago, in a forest called Whispering Woods, the rains had stopped for many weeks. Rivers dried, leaves browned, and animals grew restless. In the middle of the forest lived an old tortoise named Tumbo, slow but wise. His shell carried more than just his body, it carried stories and solutions. One morning, as he sipped the last drops from a shrinking pond, a young and agile stag named Riku appeared. Curious and clever, Riku had heard tales of Tumbo's wisdom. "I've come to learn from you, old one," he said. Tumbo smiled. "Then listen with your heart, not just your ears." But peace was fleeting. A gang of greedy boars and sly jackals had come from the northern hills. They trampled over nests, claimed watering holes, and took food by force. "This forest is ours now," their leader, a snarling boar named Grash, declared. The gentle animals, rabbits, birds, deer, grew fearful. "We must fight," some cried. But Tumbo shook his head. "Strength alone won't win. We need strategy." Riku stepped forward, eyes gleaming. "Then let's plan. You be the mind, I'll be the legs." Tumbo nodded. The forest would not fall, not yet. Under the shade of the wise old banyan, Tumbo and Riku gathered forest creatures. "Grash and his gang are strong," Tumbo began, "but they hunger for power, not wisdom." Riku added, "They're clever, but not united. That's our strength." The two formed a plan using tunnels, traps, and decoys. Squirrels would carry messages, birds would scout the skies, and moles would dig narrow escape paths. Tumbo's brain and Riku's energy were the perfect match. "Together," Tumbo whispered, "even the smallest tail can trick the largest tusk." Grash's gang took over the forest's last clean pond. Animals were starving. Tumbo thought quietly, then said, "Let's give them what they want, too much of it." Birds were told to drop bitter wild leaves into the pond overnight. By morning, when the boars drank, they spat and growled in disgust. "Someone's poisoning us," Grash roared. In anger, they left to search for another source. Riku laughed. "They only understand pain, not patience." Tumbo nodded. "And now we delay their power." Next, Riku used his speed to bait a cunning jackal into a trap. Pretending to be injured, he limped past the jackal's den. "Easy prey," the jackal sneered, giving chase. Riku led him deep into the woods to a hollow tree with hidden vines tied to a log. The jackal stepped in. Snap! A branch slammed shut behind him. Trapped and howling, he learned that the fastest prey is often the smartest. Tumbo whispered, "Pride often walks into its own cage." With his jackal caught and his water poisoned, Grash lost control. He stomped and tore the earth. "Who dares defy me? Show yourselves." The forest trembled under his roars. Animals hid in silence. Riku wanted to act, but Tumbo stopped him. Now is not the time to fight back. Let his anger blind him. Grash, unable to find a single opponent, started turning on his own gang. "You're useless. Useless," he barked. The seeds of his downfall had been planted, not with fists, but with fear and confusion. Knowing war was near, Tumbo ordered moles and rabbits to dig a secret tunnel beneath the forest floor. Riku helped lead mothers and young animals through it at night. The boars never knew. Tumbo watched from above, guiding with a calm eye. "A wise leader doesn't just prepare to fight, he prepares to protect," he told a young squirrel. Riku emerged muddy but proud. Every step counts when you're saving lives. The forest was getting stronger. At last, Grash arrived at the heart of the forest, only to find Tumbo and Riku waiting. "Two weaklings," he laughed. "This is your army?" Tumbo said nothing, only looked up. Birds swooped, calling. Tunnels collapsed behind Grash, cutting off his escape. Thorny vines were dropped from trees. His own jackals had deserted. "What trickery is this?" he cried. Riku stepped forward, calm. "This is the power of cleverness and unity." Surrounded, defeated, Grash fled the forest forever. With the threat gone, animals danced under the moonlight. The forest echoed with joy. Squirrels sang, rabbits played flutes, and birds painted the sky with color. Riku was crowned protector, but he turned to Tumbo and said, "It's you who saved us." Tumbo chuckled. "It was us, dear Stag. One mind, one heart." The young and old sat by the banyan tree that night, listening to stories of courage and cleverness. Peace had returned, not through battle, but through thought. Seasons passed, and Tumbo grew older, slower, but never less wise. Riku visited daily, learning more, teaching others. Together, they opened the Forest School of Wisdom, where animals of all kinds came to learn. "Courage is not just in your legs," Tumbo told the young ones. "It's in your choices." The forest flourished, safer and stronger than ever. And whenever a challenge arose, creatures would whisper, "Remember Tumbo and Riku." Their legacy became legend. Glowing star moral of the story: wisdom and cleverness, when united, can overcome the strongest enemies. True strength lies not in the body, but in the mind and heart. If you were inspired by the wise tortoise and the clever stag, don't forget to like and subscribe to World of ToonSeries for more magical, meaningful stories. Deciduous tree, turtle deer.